Hey boys and girls, welcome back to the underground lair here at Stringman Guitars. We have a Taylor. It's a custom 414CE. And we have a problem with the A string and the B string breaking. So I think there's going to be, he plays real hard and he uses heavy strings. I think the problem might be that there's a burr here and here. So we're going to do a setup on this, and we're going to run a file with some, I'm going to say probably some 2400 grit micro mesh over where the string has made a indent in the saddle, just enough to clear it of any burr that might be causing the strings to break. Otherwise, I've got it tuned, it's a half step down. Let's see what our relief might look like. Now Taylors, you know, they like as flat as possible is their words. And holding at the end of the fingerboard, 7th fret. Well, we got a lot of relief in it. It's 10. I should have a 12er on here. There it is. From the bass that was just here. Oh wow. We got to tighten up this truss rod. Alright, so we're going to just lose the strings. We're going to polish the frets. He's got quite a bit of fret bunch on here. It's going to need a level and crown, but that is not why it's here today. So let's lose the strings and begin the operation. So we used up 2400 grit micro mesh. Use the 26 the .026 side of this. There it is. I'll come over here and find it with the file. Right there. See if there's any burr that we can take away with the micro mesh. I don't feel anything, but then again, you never know. Now look at the playing strings. He must sweat on this thing a lot because there's kind of rust on these, and those strings were really, really, really ragged when I took them off. Okay, we're going to take the 10th thou side of this file, and we're going to run it over the B slot. See, the dark thing kind of disappeared. And I'm going to hit the E string too, just because I can. Okay, the other thing I want to do is I want to try to fix the break angle a little bit with a little rasp. The corner one, there, that one. So we're going to use this little rasp. We're going to fix the break angle on this a little bit because it's not very steep. It's almost non-existent. Same thing for the B string. Alright, that should solve the bridge problem. Okay, so the tailor takes a 1/4 inch truss rod wrench, the bullet style, and it does move, so we're going to give it about a 1/4 of a turn. Let's take our slotted straight edge. Hey, there's a train, imagine that. Give me our slotted straight edge. Why don't you want to come onto that screw? There we go. It's still got a bow in it. We tighten it a little bit more. Alright, that's about a 1/3 of a turn. I'm not going to go any more than that, I don't think, because it'll take a little bit of time for the guitar to acclimate. But that does have a back bow in it right now. Alright, so I'm going to go through and polish up these frets and clean the DNA schmeg off of the fingerboard, oil the bridge, clean up the guitar, and we'll be back. Alright, strings of the day are Elixir 13 to 53 high definition light. That's not light, not to me. So anyhow, I'll just show you on the Big E string how I string Taylor guitars. They do have a thing with their bridge pins that's kind of different. Not really, I can't see a big difference, but I think there's like a little notch. So when you put your string in, the ball end, the wheel rolling, the wheel of the ball rolling towards the headstock. Okay, you push it in, give it a yank. Alright? And then we come up here to, I put the bass side tuners, the openings at 1 and 7. 1 and 7, 1 and 7. The treble side is 11 and 5. And the reason I do that is that I can put a kink in the string kind of where I want it to live, like so. It's a Z, so it stays there, right? And then you wrap underneath the previous wrap. Let's see if I gave it enough space. You want to ideally get 2 wraps. Yeah, we got 2 wraps. And a string. I always bend at the peg head as well. So that's done. This has a graphite, no need to put any kind of lubricant in there, but I probably will. Alright, well, we're back from dinner, and we're back from breakfast and lunch the next day. You know how I say at the end of my videos, take care of the old folks because they're special. Well, my mom's 96 and I had to take care of her last night, so we're finishing this up today. And in haste to get the strings on here before dinner, like a doofus, I didn't oil the fingerboard, fretboard, whatever you guys want to call it. So we're doing that now. Got the string height all set where I want it. Got the relief set where I want it. And then I'm like, hold it. This couldn't have absorbed all that F1 oil. Wait a second. I didn't use any F1 oil. So I've got these little thingies here to hold the strings away from the fingerboard while I do such a maneuver. What did we do? We changed the strings, we tightened the tuning bushings, we polished the frets from 1500, 1800, 2400, 3200, 4000, 6000, 8000 grit micro mesh. We took a file with some 2400 micro mesh wrapped around it and just kind of deburred where the strings go over the saddle. And that's what we did. Oh, we tightened the truss rod quite a bit, probably a third of a turn. And we'll check it again here after it sits, after being back to pitch, after being detuned to oil the fingerboard like I forgot. And clean it up and get it out of here. So, man, Taylor, they make a beautiful guitar, don't they? I want to thank you for joining us down here in the underground lair as we brought this Taylor back up to par. If you live in the greater Pittsburgh area and you want your guitar brought up to par, that sounds good, doesn't it? Send me an instant message on the Facebooks. Also on the Facebook page is the phone number. You can call, text, make an appointment. I've got a Les Paul and an Ibanez, I think, to do next. In the meantime, take care of the old folks, love your neighbor like you love yourself, and most of all, you have yourself a great day. Peace.